Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Anthony Walker. Welcome to this WWE 2K16 Payback. WWE 2K Payback 2K16. Wow, what a brain fart. WWE Payback 2K16. That's right, 2016 review, headlined by Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Now, very good pay-per-view. Not the best, but it was a good pay-per-view. I was happy with it. Thankfully, it didn't end the way it did. But, yeah. I've got a few things I want to do before we kick off this. Let's talk about... I managed to see the Kickoff Show. Kalisto retained the title against Ryback. Now, don't get me wrong. This match was actually a pretty good match. And Kalisto won the title. And that wasn't the big picture of it. Because at the last minute, they put Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler on there. Now, I got no problems with what they do in terms of the pit thingy, but at least promote the match for the Kickoff Show. Because they didn't promote the match. They only promoted one match on the Kickoff Show. And that was Kalisto and Ryback for the US title. We all knew that was going to be on the pre-show again. But we all know that was going to be on the pre-show. At the last minute, for me, when I turned on the Kickoff Show to watch the show, Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler's thing came up. I only knew at the last minute that was going to happen. So, I mean, why it was on the pre-show, I don't know. Ziggler got the victory. I don't know if that was good for the thing, but I kind of knew Ziggler would win. It meant more to Baron for Baron to win, but I knew Ziggler would win. You know, Baron beat him up all the way up until now. Ziggler gets the victory, so it kind of works out that way. The match card itself, WWE #1 contenders match for the WWE Tag Team titles ended in a no contest, because Enzo Moore got a serious injury, which gave him a concussion. And, yeah, the match ended in a no contest, so we don't have #1 contenders for the tag team titles, unfortunately. The match that stole the show, which was incredible in its own right, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, back and forth match, just like we all knew it would, just like we all knew it was going to be. And Kevin Owens got the victory, which was very surprising because I was expecting Sami to win, get the payback for what Kevin's been doing, yada, yada, yada. But Kevin got the victory, man. Fair play. Dominated most of the match. And then, it was basically two guys just going at it, fighting. They knew each other so well, so you knew it was going to be an epic match. And like I said, Kevin got the victory, and, kudos to him. And he made it very, very clear that he wanted to go and win the Intercontinental Championship back. Speaking of the Intercontinental Championship, the first clusterfuck of the evening, quite frankly, in a good match with The Miz and Cesaro. Cesaro owning him, quite frankly, for most of the match. Kevin Owens was at ringside, and towards the end, Sami Zayn came back and attacked him. And they started fighting outside. The brawl ensued outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, Miz was tapping out in the crossface with Cesaro, but Owens and Zayn interfered in the match. While they were fighting, they distracted Cesaro. Cesaro gets up, knocks them both off the apron. Miz rolls him up, gets a 1-2-3, and retains. Fatal four-way in the pipeline. I'm calling it now. Fatal four-way in the pipeline. Cesaro, Zayn, Owens, The Miz. It's going to happen. But kind of a rubbish ending to the match, in my opinion. But, yeah, Miz still retains and still looks like Lady Gaga. Enough said about that. Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, which was actually a good match. And we all knew it would be a good match. And as we all pointed out, Dean Ambrose managed to get the victory. What will this benefit now, Dean Ambrose? Hopefully it'll be a big feud, or hope for him going for a title again, maybe the World Championship this time, going after his brother or something. But I'll get to the world title picture at the end of this. But it was a good match. I knew it'd be a good match. I just didn't see, and I said this many times on the podcast as well, I just didn't see the benefit of this. You know, Dean Ambrose goes from a big high-profile match at WrestleMania. Not saying that Chris Jericho wasn't in a high-profile match at WrestleMania with AJ Styles and beating AJ Styles, but Dean Ambrose goes from Brock Lesnar to Chris Jericho, and that's taken nothing away from Chris Jericho because he is a high-profile wrestler. There's no question about that, and he's on the same level as Brock Lesnar. But, you know, and it had the worst build-up to a match ever, you know, Ambrose Asylum highlight reel. Ooh, the highlight reel gets cancelled and the Ambrose Asylum is born. What a fucking clusterfuck way of building up a match. Oh yeah, we'll use the shows. We'll create a show called the Ambrose Asylum, and we'll use that, and he can take over the highlight reel and have them two collide over that. What? Better ways than that, man. There was better ways than that. All in all, as we knew it would be, it was a good match, and Ambrose gets the victory. Yay. Charlotte and Natalya. Really, WWE? You want to go through a time loop back to 1997 and do what is now going to be known as the Chicago Screwjob? 1997 called they want their storyline back. Really? Are you fucking kidding me? This is how you're going to screw over Natalya like that? Charles Robinson, Little Nate, playing the part of Earl Hebner, quite frankly. Yeah, playing the part of Earl Hebner was Charles Robinson this evening. Little Nate. Screwing over Natalya like that, probably one of the hardest working divas or women's wrestlers in the company who's never had a title shot or a title run, and you screw her over like that? Really, WWE? I mean, Jeff Meacham said it on fucking Twitter. You want to go back to 1997? That's how you're going to end that match? God, Bennett. Tell you what, there better be something good bouncing out of this, man, for real. I mean, I know a lot of rumors. Rumors is Sasha's supposed to win the championship at SummerSlam. That's the rumor. But fucking hell. You just royally fucked over Natalya tonight, and me being a Natalya fan, I'm not happy with that, quite frankly. And again, 2016, but you want to go back to 1997. Okay. However, there was a silver lining to that match, and that was seeing Bret Hart and Natalya put both Charlotte and Ric Flair in the sharpshooter. And the fact that I got to see Bret Hart put Ric Flair in the fucking sharpshooter was fucking hilarious and fucking great. And thankfully, thank God, thank the Lord, Bret Hart survived prostate cancer as well. He beat prostate cancer as well. So thank God that has happened. Because trust me, we've lost too many people in 2016 already. We do not need to lose another person. Thank you very much indeed. And thankfully, Bret is alive and well and looking good too, even though he's probably still recovering from it. But all in all, the Montreal Screwjob is now called the Chicago Screwjob. Vince's choice to run Raw. Shane and Stephanie. Wow, that was a waste of time. At the end of the day, it's all build up to a possible match between Shane and Triple H at SummerSlam. That's what they're going for anyway. Just a big waste of time, that one, really, to be honest. Shane, Stephanie, who's going to run Raw? We'll give it to them both. You know, It is what it is, ladies and gents. And Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, which first ended in a count-out, AJ winning by count-out, and then AJ winning by DQ. And then Shane and Stephanie coming out and making it a no DQ, no count-out match. And then, as we expected, Anderson and Gallows take the advantage of the no disqualification ruling and come out and try and help AJ to become champion. And then the Usos come out to counter Gallows and Anderson. And Roman Reigns managed to retain the championship with a spear and beating AJ. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, it was a great match. Kudos to both men. Highlight of the match was AJ doing the springboard elbow onto Roman, driving him through the English announce table. Unbelievable. But a good match, a good main event, but crappily, poorly done, in my opinion. But Roman Reigns is still the world champion, and the match has already been set for Extreme Rules. Shane and Stephanie managed to agree to a match involving Roman Reigns defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles in an Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules. Should be good, ladies and gents. Should be good. There'll be no excuses this time around and no count-outs or DQ supposed finishes like there were. All in all, guys, the pay-per-view itself was okay. I'll go as far as saying that. It was okay. Wasn't great. It wasn't the best pay-per-view I have seen all year, but it was okay. I guess that's what pay-per-views are like when they finish with, you know, WrestleMania. The bounce back from WrestleMania, you get an okay pay-per-view. You don't get a great pay-per-view, you get an okay one. But like I say, guys, all in all, I will give it a 3 out of 5 if I'm scoring it out of 5. And out of 10, I will give it a 6 going on 7. Like I say, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest pay-per-view I've seen. But there was some bullshit in it. Chicago Screwjob. You worked that out. And that about wraps it up, guys. That about wraps it up for this quick video, this review. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the Wrestling Madness channel if you're new around here for weekly podcast, weekly reviews, and more great wrestling-related content on this channel as well. Like I say, weekly podcast when I talk WWE, NXT, TNA, Ring of Honor, ICW, maybe Progress Wrestling here and there. Have guests on. The only way you get to see it is on this channel. New episode is up this tomorrow as well on this channel. Look out for that. It'll be up at 12 p.m. UK time, dinner time UK time. I'm putting them up early, and it'll be on at 9 o'clock on the Swerve Talk Network as well. So be sure to check that out as well. And yeah, my name is Anthony Walker, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed Payback and enjoy the rest of the evening. And I'll see you soon. Peace.